Welcome to AtlasCorps.org. My name is Scott Beal and I'm the founder of Atlas Service Corps. I want to take a few minutes to tell you about this exciting new organization. Atlas Service Corps is a new international citizen sector organization. A citizen sector organization is like a nonprofit or an NGO. We take rising citizen sector leaders from around the world in countries like India and Colombia, where I am now, to volunteer in the United States for 1 year. In this year-long fellowship, mid-career professionals who are leaders in their country addressing issues like HIV/AIDS or global warming will go volunteer at like-minded organizations in the U.S. During this 12-month fellowship, they'll learn from U.S. organizations the best practices from the United States, but they'll also teach U.S. organizations the best practices from the developing world, and then they'll go back home to create a global partnership for development. Atlas Service Corps reverses the flow of the 300-plus organizations that take Americans to go volunteer overseas. But Atlas Service Corps is unique in finding mid-career professionals from the developing world to come to the U.S. for a year, to learn best practices, and also to share their unique perspectives, to strengthen all of our ability to build capacity among organizations around the world to address global social issues. While Atlas Service Corps may be unique, but why is it important? There are lots of things that are unique in the world. For example, peanut butter that has jellies thrown in it. It's unique, but it's not necessarily worthwhile. What's so significant about Atlas Service Corps? Well, many things. First and foremost, Atlas Service Corps embraces the globalization that corporations have benefited from for well over a decade. Companies like Microsoft identify a person in India who comes to the US and invents something like Hotmail. This Indian invents Hotmail and Bill Gates becomes even wealthier, and this Indian becomes wealthy as well. But more than that, we all benefit from the communication possibilities that free email service provides. There are countless examples of this in the private sector. But in the citizen sector, this is a lot more difficult, and yet perhaps even more important. Issues like HIV/AIDS, and global warming, and poverty, and the treatment of women, they don't respect countries' borders. Global warming doesn't just affect China and India and other countries. They affect the entire world. So we need to work together on a practical level to find solutions to address these global social issues. But it's more than just practical logistics. Even on a human level, on a moral level, we need to find ways to work together more. When a woman's bought and sold in India into slavery, all of humanity is threatened by such actions. When children die in the streets for hunger, when there are so many resources in the world, we must question the actions that the current world is taking. Too often we feel that the problems in the world are so big, we are just mere individuals to address these issues. And while I agree, serving alone it's very difficult to tackle these tasks. Working together we can make a big difference. That's what Atlas Service Corps is all about increasing global cooperation, about creating a global partnership for development. On the big picture, that's what we do, and on the small level, we work together as well. We need your help. Please, don't just visit this website. Don't just read the business plan and think, wow, that's interesting. Find ways to get involved. Find ways to contribute. Find ways to do your part. We need your help. We have open arms here for people who can contribute to this organization. Atlas Service Corps is not only changing the way people look at the world, we're changing the world itself. We can't do it by ourselves. So come back to the site, check out some of the other videos we have explaining in more detail other parts of the organization, and find ways to get involved. Thank you for visiting Atlas Service Corps, and thank you for contributing to this significant project.